Okay. So first of all, let's introduce myself for 2 minutes. Okay. My name is Sirisha. Okay. I have 8+ years of experience as a BI developer. Okay. So coming to Power BI, I have total 7+ years of experience. Okay. Only to this tool. Okay. Mainly. Okay. So for Power BI. Okay. In the upcoming classes, we are going to discuss complete end-to-end application, how to use in any business area. Okay. And what is the advantages of Power BI to use the companies. Okay. And in the upcoming future also, the BI tools are very crucial performance, because as I said in the yesterday class, some people are missed. Okay. I'll explain you one more time. Okay. Why Power BI is going to most trend on the upcoming days or in the future years also. Okay. So first we'll discuss about what is Power BI. Okay. So before discussing with the Power BI, first understand BI. Okay. BI is means transforms business intelligence. Okay. What is business intelligence? Okay. If you see any company, okay, we have lot of IT companies in the market. Okay. So lot of IT companies are in the market, and each company want to maintain their own data. Okay. So you can take Flipkart, Amazon, Swiggy, Zomato, Amazon, Microsoft, any big four companies like Deloitte, EY, PwC, all the companies we have, right? Okay. So from small organization to top companies. Okay. So each company will get data from different data sources. Okay. Because each company will use the data, okay, to store in their data servers. Okay. For that, they will maintain data in a either Excel format, okay, or databases, anything they will use that. Okay. So for example, take an example, as I said in the yesterday, we have different types of projects in small company also. Okay, you can understand. Okay. There is a project one, there is a some name of that. Okay. But I'm just using the project one as a one of the project name. Okay. They are using to store the data SQL Server database. Okay. And they are using some people are using for project 2 company Excel data. Okay. So project 3 company, they are using Azure cloud. Okay. So like this, various companies will use various databases. Okay. You can take Google will use Google cloud. Okay. So AWS, Amazon will use AWS cloud data. Okay. To store the data. So like this, various companies or various projects will use different databases. Okay. So let's assume there is some company, they are using different data sources. We can call it as these databases, wherever SQL Server database, that is one type of data source. Okay. Data source is nothing but a where we are storing our data. Okay. So Excel is one type of data source, Azure cloud. Okay. So Power BI, okay, what is Power BI will do here? Okay, so Power BI, it is a cloud-based analytical tool. Okay, we can say Power BI is a one of the business intelligence tool. That is also one of the known concept. Okay, because in the name itself, if you say BI, right? So Power BI is a data visualization and analytical tool, which helps, how it helps to the business to connect with multiple data sources. Okay. So n number of data sources we can connect to using Power BI, and will create interactive reports and dashboards based upon the whatever we connected to the data. Okay. So this Power BI was introduced by Microsoft. Okay. By Microsoft Power BI came into the market in the year of 2013. Okay. So in the market, we have different type of BI tools like Tableau, MicroStrategy, SSRS. But why Microsoft Power BI only most trend means, okay, it is, we have the different features for Power BI. Okay, those features are very easy to use, and developers also they can learn easily. Okay, and one more big advantage, large volume of the amount data sources we have. For example, okay, we can connect to any amount of data. Okay, irrespective of that amount. For example, Few features has limited data sources or limited data size, but Power BI we can connect it to large amount of data also. Okay, and we can make it more performance wise also very easy. Okay, and apart from this we have lot of features. We'll discuss one by one in the upcoming classes. Okay, so now if you see in the data side, okay, so why Power BI we want to learn, ma'am? We can learn other BI tools also. You have the question. Okay, but just understand first, if you are learning before any BI tool, uh, can I choose this course or some other course you are thinking, right? But I'll tell you, see, nowadays, if you take any data course, okay, coming to data analyst, business analyst, BI developer, okay, data scientist, you can take data engineers. Anyone is related to data, right? So why? Data is increasing day by day, is it tremendously? It's a lot, okay? Data is increasing only, there is decreasing. No concept on decreasing. Why? If you see now social media, we have Tableau, sorry, we have using different social media, or you can take example YouTube, okay, Facebook, we have Instagram, okay, we have different social medias also, okay. Daily per second they are uploading some thousands of videos, okay. So those also they need to store somewhere, right? Google also will store that streaming data somewhere, their own data servers, okay. So for that they will maintain everything in the data centers, okay. So to handle each data, okay, in any company they require all kind of people, okay. Mostly in any company, if you take 50% jobs are related to the data, okay. So if you take data analyst, okay, or if you take data engineers, if you take business analyst, okay, etc. You can take data scientist as well, okay. Everything related to data. So if you go to any organization, okay, Power BI is also data visualization and analytical tool, we can say, okay. So that's why if you learn Power BI, okay, and Power BI is a tool, okay, it's anyone can learn, okay, whoever knows the basic concepts of Excel, okay, basics of Excel if you know, okay, if you just understand the concepts in Excel, okay, same way in Power BI also we can implement the same features. But along with that, we have one of the language that is DAX, okay. So that we are going to discuss in the upcoming classes, okay. Because DAX is the most analytical language we'll use in the Power BI to make more calculations, okay. Business insights means which helps to the business to make the decisions very quickly, okay. So now we'll move to the Power BI components, okay. So before moving to the Power BI components, I just to understand, okay, ma'am, I don't know Excel also, or I don't know the any SQL concepts also. Can I learn Power BI? Yes, you can learn Power BI, okay. So but at least you just understand what is data, okay, how it is storing, okay. If you know just table concept, okay, how the table will store the data, okay. So if you just understand Excel, for example, we have one Excel sheet, right? Okay. In the Excel sheet, we have data like employee ID, employee name, okay, and we have the employee salary details, and we have the department ID, okay. These we will call it as column names, guys, okay. You should understand some basics, that's it, okay. In a Excel, each cell you can call it as this is a one cell, okay. So the first headers always there is a column names, okay. So if you take any table in any SQL server database or Azure cloud or any cloud data technologies, okay, anything, first row is always the headers part, okay. Employee ID, employee name, salary, department ID. Under this A, okay, column A, we have employee ID, and under this we have data, what type of data we are storing, okay. So 1, 2. As of now, I'm giving some random numbers. Okay. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4. We can call it as a employee ID numbers. Okay. For example, if you are in school days, also you have some student ID, right? Okay. Roll number. Okay. We can see. So those kind of data, we can call it as a inside. We are storing those data in a rows format. Okay. So if you see in a vertical, that is vertical. If you see column data, and if you see horizontal, that is records. Column rows data. Okay. So let me give you some employee names here. Take an example, any random name. Okay. Just enter some amount, column, salary columns. Okay. Now we'll enter the department names. D1, D2, department 2, department 3, and department 4. Okay. Now I entered some amount of the data. Okay. Now I want to store this data as a table. Okay. So you can make it, create a table. Okay. And that table name, you have to give some name. Okay. If you don't give name also, okay, one more way, you can change the sheet name here. Okay. You can change the sheet name as an employee. Okay. Once if you created, you just save the data. But in real time, you will get the files. Okay, raw files from business side. They will provide you the raw files. But as of now, I'm giving one example with the how we can create some sample data. Okay. Okay. Now let's close this file. Whenever you are connecting to the Power BI, that Excel file should not open to the in a Power BI desktop because it won't connect. Okay. Now I'll tell you the Power BI component. Okay. So before connecting to the data, I want to give you idea about what are the components we have in Power BI. Okay. So Power BI we have, there is a three components, very important components. Those are Power BI desktop, we can call it as, see, Power BI desktop. Desktop in the sense you can download, okay, this I'll give you the link to download the Power BI desktop. It is a free software. You no need to pay single rupee also. For the Power BI desktop, it is completely free license. Okay, any developer can download and start the building. Okay, and Power BI service, it is a cost based actually, but once you join the organization, they will give you they will purchase and will give you, okay, Power BI service, which type of license you require based upon the company requirements, they will add you. Okay, so they will purchase on bulk level. Okay, but you need one thing, that Outlook account. Okay, so don't worry, I'll tell you in the future classes also. You can use one free trial account for this. Okay, you can see the what are the features we have in Power BI service. Okay, so next we have Power BI mobile. So Power BI mobile is nothing but you can install the Power BI in a mobile app also. Once if you done the development work, you can either publish to Power BI service or you can use that reports into the Power BI mobile app level also. Okay, first understand Power BI desktop only. Okay, so Power BI desktop, I already downloaded here. Okay, let me close and I'll show you first time how it looks. Okay, once down. So if you go to here, I already pinned to here. If you see, this is the icon for Power BI, yellow color. If you see on hover it the mouse, it will show you the Power BI desktop option. If you just double click on that, it will take either 5 to 6 seconds. Okay, for the first time. Don't click on multiple times because lot of files will open. Power BI will consume the some data into the mission, so the PC will go slow down. Okay, if you open multiple files. For the first time, it will take some time. Okay. So Power BI was introduced by Microsoft. That's why the logo is coming as a Power BI. Okay. Now, if you see first pop-up will show you, you can cross check this. No problem. So Power BI desktop looks like this once if you open it. Okay. So first observe here. I'll tell you one by one. See, to learn here what are the steps we have. Okay. We have first thing the white panel if you see. So this is our development area. Okay. And if you see in downside, as I said, if you know the basics of Excel, you understand. So in Excel we have sheet 1, sheet 2, right? Here we have page 1, page 2 like that. Okay. Naming conventions are different. Here we can call it as a page 1, page 2, n number of pages you can create. And if you right click, you can delete also, or you can hide also, or you can rename also. Okay. Or you can duplicate the page. So you can do it all the pages, n number of pages you can create. Okay. Now let's move to the how we can connect to Power BI to the different sources. The first advantage in Power BI is, okay, we can connect, see, data will store. Why Power BI will connect to the multiple data sources means, see, as I said, one company will use the data. Okay, for example, take an example. Facebook has their own data centers. Okay, Google has their own data centers, and Microsoft has their own data centers. Now I want to connect to three companies some public data. Okay, to make the poll, something poll kind of thing. Okay, results I want to make it. Okay, so how many people are using Facebook? How many people are using YouTube? How many people are using? So they will provide. They will give one survey kind of thing, right? So for that, I need to connect to all the data sources. Means it's very difficult, right? Each person to go to the one company and they will create one their own data creation and everything. Okay, it will be a time consuming and manual power is required here. Okay, but using Power BI, okay, it's very easy to connect to the multiple data sources. I'll tell you how we can connect. So if you see, there is a option called get data option. Okay, you can click on this. So there will be a, all the data sources will show you here, and in downside if you see more option, you can click on this. For the first time it will okay, you will understand and see the naming conventions are few different, but while habitual you will understand the Power BI. Okay, so once if you click on the more option, you will see this pop-up window. Here they have segregated different categories of the data. Okay, so if we want to see only file type of categories, Excel, text file, XML, JSON, folder, PDF, okay, SharePoint folder. Database means you can connect to any database, Oracle, SAP, SQL, IBM databases, Amazon. Okay, we have lots of MariaDB. If you see, lots of databases we have. And next, Power Platform. We have Azure. Azure, we have different components in Azure, right? Azure Synapse, Azure Cosmos DB, Azure HD Insights, Azure Databricks, Synapse. Everything we can connect. Next, we have some online services. So you want to connect some online data also. Okay, Salesforce, LinkedIn, GitHub data. Okay, metadata, Facebook data. I just said, right. So you can connect to everything here. Okay. Next, we have other options. So every month, Power BI will introduce new features. Okay, that time if they miss any data source also, they will add it. Okay, so we have web version, SharePoint folder. We have lots of. Now I'll show you how to connect one whatever we created just now, the Excel sheet type of data. You just select that. There is a downside if you see connect option. Click on that. So in documents, sample data I have created, right? So click on the sample, open it. It will connect it to the Excel data. So I have a lot of sheet names, right? But I just created employee table. So each sheet data, it will take it as a table only, guys. Okay. So now I'll click on this. Power BI will everything take it as a table format. Okay. Table in the sense it contains rows and columns. So before loading the data, you can preview the data here. Okay. Preview means how my data looks like. You can take a look. See, I have created employee ID, employee name, salary, department template. So after this, you can load the data. So load, once you click on, the data will store into the Power BI. Okay. So once data is loaded, if you see under fields section, okay, under fields section, you can see the table name, whatever the table name we downloaded. And if you expand, there is a small arrow icon. If you expand it, all the column names automatically you can able to see. Okay. Fields panel will help you what are the tables are downloaded here. Okay. See here now this is connected as a Excel. Okay. Now, one more type we can connect to SQL Server, one more table we can connect to. Like this, we can connect to multiple data sources, everything in a one central form. That is all the tables in a Power BI. Okay, so that's why Power BI has a great feature that we can connect to multiple data sources. Okay, so ma'am, we downloaded the data. Now, how can I see inside the Power BI this employee table data means? See, if you go to the left side, there is a option we have report view. This is we call it as a report view. If you see in the middle one, data view. Okay, you can click on that. So it will take it to the each table's data. Okay, so let me go to this. It's loading. Employee ID. See, you can see the data here. In the data view, how the data inside in a table, you can take a look. Employee ID, employee name, salary, department ID. Okay. Now one more view we have model. Okay. Data model is nothing but a whenever you want to, we have employee table and we have one more table that is department table. How you can create the relationship between these two tables. Okay. That I'll explain you in the upcoming classes. But as of now, just take a look how we can create few simple reports. Okay. Using this data. Okay. Now, if you see under visualizations, okay, visualizations panel, there is a lot of visuals you can see. Okay, you can unhover it, automatically it will show stacked bar chart, okay, column chart, bar chart, clustered bar chart, pie chart. Okay, each visual one by one will discuss everything thoroughly in the upcoming class. Okay, now I'll build one sample table also. We have some sample table also. You can just click on that or you can just drag and drop. Okay, two ways you can do that. Just drag and drop here. Okay, if you want to expand this table, you just in the corner, you can make a mouse and drag it. Okay, after this, you can click on what are the columns you require to see the data. Employee ID, department ID, I don't want. Employee ID, employee name, salary. Okay, I just want to see three columns of the data. You just drag and drop here, or you can just tick mark it. Anyway, you can do it. Okay. Make it employee ID, employee name, and the salary. Okay. Now, once if you created this tabular format, I want to see make it this into a pie chart as well. Department wise, I want to see the salaries. Okay. Take a pie chart. Take a pie chart, department ID, and the salary. See, department wise, how the salary structure I want to see means you can take it this type of visualizations. Okay, we can create See, automatically how it will give me means there is a once if you click on the any visual, they have some their own features like legend. What is legend? It means I will tell you later. Categories. Okay. So how many categories? Means department ID wise I want categories. I want 4 categories, right? So legend will give you the different colors to that. Okay. And we have values field. Values means what type of means it's a sales or it's a salary. Some integer type of calculations we want to show in the values section. Okay. So then it will populate automatically the visual. Okay. Once if you on over it, you can see the data. That is the great feature we have in Power BI. Okay. It is a interactive to the once if you click on any one icon, okay, it will interactive to the other visuals also. Okay. So this way we can create any type of visualizations. Okay. We have pie chart, bar chart, map also you can create it. Okay. And you can create a tree map and you can create a Gauss chart. Okay. Like indicators goal type of we reached the goal or not, or we can the R script, Python script, some code based also you can develop the reports. Okay, so that way we have lot of features in a Power BI to create the visualizations. Okay, so these comes under visualizations. One by one we'll discuss in the upcoming classes, but as of now I'm giving idea how we can create a single visual. Okay, in Power BI. In Power BI, under page 1 is nothing but we can call it as a page 1 report. Single canvas we can say. Report contains lot of visuals. Means in a single this white icon, you can create n number of visuals. Okay. N number of visuals you can create it. In page 2, you can create another n number of visuals. Okay. So you can give some other name also under page. Okay. So this way we can create it. Field section will help you how many tables are loaded here in the Power BI and each table pointed from different data sources. Okay. So after this, you can, if you see here, there is a lot of option in the brief about. Okay. Once you have done the development part, for example, you have created one dashboard or report. How I can share this report to my business. Okay. So there is an option called here publish. Okay. If you click on the publish, it will ask you your mail ID to sync to the Power BI service. Okay. As I said, right, Power BI desktop is a completely free application, but Power BI service is cost based. Power BI service, it is a one Outlook account is required that is purchased by organization. They will give you. Okay. So once if you got that, you can sign in with that while publish. So it will allow you to publish your report to the Power BI service. Through service, you can share your reports to the business. Okay. So this way we can create the Power BI reports. Now, there is a one more great feature we have, transform data. If you see transform option here, you just click on here. There is a transform data option. Click on this. See, Power BI is a ETL tool also we can say. Okay. Means using Power BI, there is an option called transform data. Okay. So transform data is nothing but a transform in the sense what changes we are doing. Okay. So sometimes we got raw file of data. Okay. Data is not in a proper format. Okay. Now I have created, so this is the proper format. Sometimes data will not proper format. Okay. We want to delete some unwanted columns. Okay. We want to delete some rows. We want to do some certain operations. I want to rename the column. Okay. I want to change the data type from integer to character. Okay. Or salary means this I want to change from currency from Indian currency to dollar currency. Okay. Like this you want to do different transformations. Okay. So once if you click on the transform operation, it will open a Power Query editor. Okay. This is another window in Power BI desktop. Once if you click on the transform option in Power BI desktop, it will navigate to this Power BI Query editor. If you see in the option here, if you above Power Query editor. Power Query editor is a ETL tool for Power BI desktop where you can, here also you can connect to multiple data sources. There is an option you can see here, new source. You can again connect with the another data sources here also, and you can enter the data also. After this, you can perform some transformations. Like you can choose the whatever the columns you required it, or you want to remove the columns. Okay, so I want to remove the department column, or a selected column I want to remove employee. Okay, you can remove that column. Okay, so once if you remove these columns, no, I want to get back again the last step what I have to do. There is a applied steps if you see in the left side. Okay, right side. See, source, navigation, promoter, headers. I'll explain you one by one. But I want to get back means you can cross check this removed column. Once the undo operation, you will get it again. Okay. So you want to check the data type. Here you can check the data type and you can click on which type of data type you want to change. Okay. You don't need to write any query. You just understand the where is my options are available. So each option I'll explain you one by one. Okay, in the upcoming classes. So use first rows as a header, when to use, split column when to use, group by column when to use. And one more thing I'll tell you. If you know the SQL, it is very easy to understand Power Query editor. Okay, concepts. So we have merge query, append query. So these are similar to joins. Okay, union. Okay, if you know in SQL these concepts, so it is very easy. Okay, that's why in the market, not only Power BI jobs, along with the Power BI SQL also mandatory. Some companies will use. Okay, so because sometimes you want to write in some queries before loading to the data into a Power BI. Okay, so that's why if you know basics of SQL, that will be very helpful to you to understand easy. Okay, and after transform option, if you see one more option here, transform, you want to create like pivot columns, unpivot column, and count rows. Okay, there is a lot of performances you can do, like sum operation, standard or arithmetic operation, trigonometric operation. You can do it anything. Okay, and you want to split column. Okay, for example, I have employee name complete, but I want to split is a first name and last name, two columns. How you can split the column? Okay, and you want to rename the columns. Okay, you can rename this column. Okay, and you want to change the data types. Okay, you want to calculate year, month, quarter, week. Okay, so from the date column you can make it a different columns, and we have add column. Okay, now you have existing four columns, but I want to add a one more index column. Okay, like 1 2 3 4 5, I want to create one index column, condition based column. Okay, like for example, my salary is greater than 5,000, that will comes under level 1, level 2. You want to create some condition based columns. Okay, now you can create duplicate column, custom column, invoke custom column. Everything we'll discuss one by one. Okay, so I'm just giving one idea. All the transformations we can do it in Power Query editor. Okay, so column profiling is very important. Under view option we have column profile. Okay, so column profile and column distribution, column quality. Okay, we'll discuss these all advanced concepts also. Okay, now if done all the changes, now you want to apply these all changes to my Power BI desktop, right? So there is a option called here close and apply, close. Okay, so for example, you did some transformations here, means you removed some columns. Okay, now just understand employee ID, I removed it. Go to transform. Okay, you renamed it, for example. Okay, employee. Okay, instead of removing, I'm just selected the step. Now I want to apply this to my Power BI desktop left, right? So close and apply. So what it will do, this Power Query Editor window will close and the changes will apply to Power BI desktop. See, it's applying now the changes. If you see the employee name is changed, you can check on the visuals. Employee name column is changed. Okay, ID column. So if you see employee ID column. So this way we can do the ETL transformations. Okay, transformations, right? Changes in the existing data. We can do multiple type of the changes. Hope you guys understood, right? So in the upcoming classes, we'll discuss thoroughly everything, connecting different type of data sources, creating data sets. What is a data set? I'll explain you. Data set is a key building block to the Power BI. Okay, and for the data model also, how to create the relationship between the tables. Okay, how to create a schemas in Power BI. Okay, those concepts we'll discuss thoroughly. And once done, okay, you can apply to Power BI developer positions or Power BI analyst positions. There are various options in Power BI we have in market. Power BI analyst. Okay, you have Power BI admin. Okay, if you know the Power BI service concepts, you can go to the Power BI administration kind of work also. Okay, so whatever you are enthusiastic or whatever you are easy for you, okay, you can go to different position. Okay, Power BI data architecture, you can go to architect also. Okay, if you are familiar all the concepts end to end in Power BI, so you can become architect also. So there are market various type of positions we have. Okay, so you can go through that. So this course completely 45 days, guys. Okay, so each concept end to end, and along with that real time project also, I can you will develop. First I'll show you how you can develop that. Okay, report or dashboard, and I'll give you the some sample data to you. You have to connect to that data and you have to perform the data transformations. After that, you have to create your data own model. So that model, how you can build the reports, you can create it. Okay, so not only these concepts in Power BI, you can create DAX functions. Okay, DAX language I'll explain you. Okay, what are the functions we have? DAX code is there. One coding language we have, that is nothing but a DAX. That is not complex. I'll tell you very simple way how you can handle the DAX code. Okay, so these are the topics we'll discuss in the upcoming classes. Okay, okay guys, let's meet on tomorrow same time. Any doubt? If you have any doubt, let me know. I'll explain you. Feel free, guys. If you have small doubt or big doubt, don't feel like can I ask this or not. Okay, don't worry. Okay. So if you ask only, everybody can understand, right? So maybe that is also one of the thing. Okay. So don't worry now also. In the upcoming classes also, if you not understand, ma'am, please explain me one more time. I'm ready to explain one more time also. Okay. If you want to connect with me personal also, you can connect with me, ma'am. This concept I want one more time explain me. Okay. I can feel free explain to anything. Okay. So this is the complete agenda for Power BI, guys. Okay. And Power BI service also, I'll explain you how to create one free trial for that. Okay. So this is the today class. We'll catch up on tomorrow.